Okay. Why does lender ask for pay stub and W-2 and then tax return? Do pay stubs show borrower current income? Anyone want to answer this question? Why lender ask for so many things instead of just the pay stub?
Stability too. Same thing, it's the stability of the job.
Okay.
Make sure that
To see if they work in the same job, because the W-2 would show what company. If somebody provide you 5 different W-2 in the last 2 years, what do you think? If somebody give you 5 different W-2s, changing jobs, right? And only W-2, you for 2 years you got only 2 W-2, right? One for 2018, one for 2019. We are now 2020. But if we have 5 W-2, so we have 3 W-2 in 2018, and then we have 2 W-2 in 2019. Of course, when we look at it, all company names are different.
sometimes person works 2 jobs. So if they have to,
That's right.
they have double job.
Right. If people have to work for two different companies, full-time or one full-time, one part-time, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's good. But we need to collect all that to know how many jobs our borrower is doing. And that's a good one. That's a good one when they have 2 jobs. They show 2 different W-2 each year. That's good. But somebody changing jobs. If one person change jobs 3 times a year, they have 3 W-2, right? So pay stub is showing the income they're making right now at the current moment from the current company. W-2 would tell if the person is doing the same job or a different job than last 2 years. Why tax return? We have W-2, it tell everything already because W-2 is actually a tax form. It summarizes all the income the borrower making. Why we want tax return? Anyone? Elisa, why we want tax return, Elisa? Unmute yourself, Elisa.
Yeah, the reason why we want to see the tax return is we want to make sure that there are no other liabilities, like if the borrower is paying a child support or alimony.
Okay.
If the borrower has other properties other than owner occupied or other than the property that they are buying, and then they want to, underwriter want to make sure that there are no other properties. Otherwise, on tax returns, it's gonna show on Schedule E if you have other properties already owned.
Thank you.
And also, tax returns also show if you are other than salaried, if you are self-employed, is with the Schedule C. Or sometimes also it may also show if you are unemployed for a certain period of time.
Wow, that's a lot. Thank you so much, Elisa. We will have one section just about tax and you need to talk about it. But yes, tax return, right, will tell us the whole entire story about the borrower income. Like Elisa mentioned, the tax return will show other liabilities like child support, alimony, or rental income if you own other properties. Or it also show if you have other business on the side. Because some people, they work earning W-2 income, but they also have some kind of online business. It shows the income there too. So we want to review the tax return every time we review the whole loan package. We don't just go to the pay stub. We don't just stop there. We go to the W-2 and we review W-2 and we review the tax return as well. And all that will determine the current income. You don't just base on the pay stub and say this is the current income. Sometimes the current income showing a lot, but that's not the case. Sometimes because of the last 2 year income, it affects the current income. I will go more detail about that later.